Oh, so ready for day two?
Yep, just putting my carpet caddis back on now.
I know, it's pretty special. So like we said, we're ending off here exactly where we ended last night. We're going to start. We should have caddis coming off in the day. We're expecting, right?
It's all overcast, thunderstorms.
It's exactly what you want. Low winds, overcast skies, perfect for caddis. And of course, we got Dwayne, Brendan, everybody's going to help us out. We should have a pretty phenomenal day. We're hoping. And you know what? We had walleye yesterday. Totally unexpected. Just a bonus. So you may well get in some today.
Who knows?
I don't know. We'll see. Well, that's today. So we take you sport fishing on the fly. So far, we've made a few cycles around, and one thing we've noticed before is the fish are coming up. There's a few rising, but they're not really on the caddis yet. There's not big numbers like we were seeing last night. So what a good strategy to use is either go, Dale stripped the bugger actually around the big hole and got him, and I like to go with the indicator. So what I'll do is put on an indicator, go down about 6-8 feet with a nymph, pheasant tail, or light bright prince nymphs work great. So I think if I don't get one in the next cycle, I might change over to the indicator, might have to, just until they start coming up. Oh. Well, I said this cycle. If I didn't get one on this cycle, I was changing over. Dale didn't wait. He's changing over.
What the heck?
And this guy ate. Yeah, but see, he was in my way in the front of the boat. That's why I was able to get a good cast in. This is a nice fish. This guy had some meat to him. Came up, grabbed it. Ah, just starting maybe.
That's upsetting.
And I was just going to change over. So one more cycle, and yet this guy came and he ate it. He's a good one. Got a nice meat to him. I love when the head shakes. You know they're big fish when they're shaking their head. Yeah, that was a nice fish. Oh, it's nice. Yeah. He looks like another dandy, Dwayne. Oh, look at that. What a great way to start the day. First fish. Been out here about 20 minutes. Done about 4 or 5 cycles around. Had a few shots at fish, but they weren't real steady. Till this guy, perfect.
Well, I can't believe he's landing the big fish on the dry fly, and I'm just switched to the nymph. I should have listened to Dwayne.
Oh, that's another dandy. Bring him on that side. What a way to start on the little carpet caddis. One of our favorites. But again, I was mentioning about the strategy. They weren't really coming up lots. There was only a few fish random. We happen to get this guy. Still might change over to the indicator, because if you start banging them with the indicator, it's a no-brainer, right? The fish are up, but they're not just feeding on top yet.
That's a nice fish, though.
That's a beauty to start.
That's a good
one. How big is that guy, D? That's a beauty, eh? Look at that. Oh, look at that.
On the dry.
That's a 20-incher. Look at how healthy that is. All right, look at that. Let him go. There he goes. Huh, that's a beauty. The water temperature right now is, usually it's around early 50s, 53, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect for getting the fish going, right? To crank them up. Fish roll up. Caddis coming off big time. Mayflies are coming off. Should be able to get them on the indicator too.
I'm going to try it. Now that I've re-rigged.
I think I'll keep the carpet caddis on for one more cycle. Oh, that's a nice fish. Oh yeah, that was just again the second cycle. As soon as Dale,
one of the huge errors is switching over.
There's 2 in a row. That's unreal.
Not the big boat.
Wow. Yeah, no kidding. Whoa, nice fish. Oh. Yeah, it's a good fish. That's the thing about it out here. They're getting that big flow, and it's tough. Whoa. Nah. He doesn't want to leave that current. Oh, just got off. Lost him. Too bad. I think I was a little hotter on him.
I should have listened to the guide. The guide said, don't switch over. They're just coming on.
Yeah, well, Took me way back there. I guess you're switching back now. Well, the wind finally died and the caddis are coming on the water, so I'm thinking we're gonna get some action now. Should start seeing them start popping here. Conditions are perfect, so we'll see.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we're in perfect.
That's a good float.
Perfect little position.
There's a big push, eh? Look at that.
You know, the key with this stuff too is just pick and throw. Just pick it up and throw it. So when you're bringing in quick retrieve, because the current's coming right at you, pick it up and just throw it. You don't false cast, just get it up. And when you're on the current, when you're out in the flow, you're having to pick up your line so fast that all your line's down anyway. So if you keep your rod tip low, you can just pick it up and chuck it right back in position. Oh, that was 3 great jumps. Those are spectacular jumps. Oh, here it goes, he's right by the boat. Whoa. Oh, that's a healthy, chunky fish. Unreal. Nice. They're just starting to come on. We're getting into them. Yes, he took it in the calm stuff in that nice, the nice riffly water, right? Just that stuff. You know, normally we're fishing out in that faster water, but for some reason the fish were coming up and boiling at it, missing them. You know, we pricked quite a few, stung a lot, we weren't hooking them up. So we moved a little further back in that calmer water. I was able to pick a couple off in that nice smooth water, which is a little tougher, but this guy ate. He's a nice one. He took 4 or 5 really good aerials. And we'll see, nice, I think he's a nice fatty. A nice fatty. All right.
Fish, but you're...
Hey, you know what? It was great. He jumped big. He skied 3 or 4 times. It was beautiful. That's a nice little guy, Big D.
Beautiful.
Yeah, nice size. Cool. There he goes. Oh, that's a big guy. Whoa, waited out the storm again. Came out right away. In the calm stuff, totally opposite. This guy's nice and big, hey? Just rolled and took it. He hasn't gone for the scream and run. He's just kind of sitting right in this calm. So that's the big thing I've noticed is any of these big guys hitting in the calm, they stay in the calm. Anything we get out in the fast water, they rip you off a mile. See if I can get him on the reel here a bit. He's a good sized fish. Oh, it's gorgeous to see him down there. He's just big head shakes. He's big.
Chrome on
Oh no, he's big. He's big. 20 plus again. Like they're just routine in here, aren't they? 20 plus inch bows are very, very common. It's just, and they're tough too, right? They don't want to come up. We got 4X tippet. I've got a 9-foot leader on, dry line, and a 5-weight rod. You know, 4 or 5 weights are pretty good for the dry fly. Sometimes you get a little wind, you might want something a little bit heavier, but the 5 weight's probably ideal for out here. Look at this guy muscling down there. I'm trying to bring him up. There he is there. Look at the size of him. Holy cow. Jeez. Oh. He's a big toad. Ah, that is a gorgeous fish. Wow. Like I always say, once you get their head up, if you can ever get their head up, try to turn it. Oh, tough to keep their head up, but if you do, they won't want to muscle away. Oh, look at that one. Look at and the hook's out.
The hook is out.
Away. Look at this fish. Wow. Oh, look at that. How's that? That is just a beautiful rainbow. Look at how fat they are. Just gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna get her back in here. Wow. That is just sweet. And look at, they're just full of energy. She wants to go. I'm gonna go this way. Oh! Yeah! Big D!
Good job.
The bulldog! Pretty sweet. And that calm stuff. You're looking one way and then I get one the other way. It's tough right now. This wind is pushing us weird. What do you think? Try a little longer in
flow.
here, a couple more floats and see, and then we'll head down and see what areas we can fish. But the flow has totally changed. From last night, the flow was way in where we're catching the fish, and the main stem was coming straight down. But right now, the whole wind has backed it right up. It's way in the middle, and we're having to pick them off in the calm water. So in this calm stuff, smaller flies, I've gone to a size 14 carpet caddis, quite small, and lighter leaders. Very important. Well, Bulldog, time to get one.
I guess I better go to a smaller fly.
Got a pretty big one on.
I got a size 10 for the other. You got to tell me these things. These trail guys have gone to size. Look at the size of mine, Dwayne. What the heck? And I'm wondering why I'm putting
sometimes you got to
perfect
keep
cast
things a
in
little
there.
quiet for the Bulldog.
No, I'll just put a little small one. I'll put one of your little guys on there. What the heck? He doesn't inform me of the change to the little caddis on the calm water. Isn't he local to this area? They tell me about the little caddis.
Oh, nice.
As soon as he switched over,
You got him.
the guy gave me some very important intel. My fly was twice the size it should be. First he had the rope tippet, and then the...
Oh, the rope tippet was the worst. Let's see if we can get a double header here.
He's not the big toad, but it's still nice.
Yeah, still nice. Fish is a fish.
All nice on a dry fly. Especially when they're sipping off the calm like that.
Yeah. Come on, baby. Coming around again. Coming around.
There it is.
Feed it down.
There we go. Oh, the log. Yeah, Dwayne was looking. The big log has come into the bay. Yeah, not bad for a little onion. Yeah.
Nice. There it goes.
There he goes.
Yeah, very
Yeah!
good. He broke the curse.
Changed the fly up after all the snap-offs and losses. And then, I mean, it doesn't even mention until he mentioned it on that segment. Oh, I'm using the 14-inch cat or
That was too
14
loud. I
size
should've kept
14
it
caddis
quieter.
now.
Darn.
Local knowledge.
Today on the bench, I want to tie you up the dark carpet caddis. Years ago, we tied you up the original carpet caddis that had kind of a green body. And this one is a little darker and it utilizes some new materials. Make sure you have them ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we'll use a Mustad R50 size 12. We'll tie with some 30D black nano silk. We'll use some Den shuck yarn or Zealon for the tail, some iron blue straggle for the body, some dun shuck yarn or Zealon for the wing, and a black neck hackle as the hackle. To start the fly off, I've put my thread onto the hook. As always, I'm going to build up a little bit of a base layer on the hook. Then we're going to tie on one strand of our Zealon at the back of the hook, and then we're going to cut it to form a small tail. And I only want the tail to be about 1/4 inch long, quite small tail. Now that we have the tail tied in, I'm going to move my thread back up to the mid part of the body, and I'm going to tie in my straggle string and tie it right back to the tail, and then move your thread forward. And I'm not going to go quite to the outer. I'm going to leave a little bit of room for my hackle later, and then we're just going to wrap up our straggle string to form the body. Now that the body's tied in, I'm going to take my Zealon, I'm going to wrap it over the thread. So just bring your thread across. I'm going to put 2 strands on one side of the hook and then cut it. And just cut it a little longer because we'll trim it to size after. And then again, we're going to double it over our thread and tie in the other side. And then wrap slightly over just so it ties it down. Now that we have the wing tied in, I'm going to take a small hackle and wrap it in right at the head end. And I'm just going to trim off my excess hackle. And then I'm going to take about 4 or 5 wraps with the hackle to form the legs on the pattern. And again, you only want, 3 or 4 max. You want to keep the hackle fairly thin, and you want a small hackle. I want these legs to be quite small. And tie off. To finish the fly off, I'm gonna always end with a whip finish at the very end. So give it a couple good whip finishes. Cut off your excess. Now what we're gonna do is trim the wing. So what we're gonna do is pull your fibers up, get them all together, and I'm gonna cut it on a 45-degree angle back to the tail length. So there it is, the finished dark carpet caddis. What we found that makes this fly so special is the body. That straggle material really has a nice flash to it that attracts the fish. Wow, he's not happy. Look at that, screaming around. Oh, he's going. He's going.
Yikes.
Yikes.
He's out in the giant whirlpool out there. He's coming in. I got all my backing straightened out. Almost had his fly line back in the boat. There, he's back into the fly line. You may have a chance on this guy.
Come on, get him in, man. Oh, I gotta learn to work these babies.
Yeah, that'll be you. We're too quick with him. You lost him. You bent the hook out. There he is. Look at him up on the top.
He's just a little guy. Flies out.
Okay, good. Yeah, that guy. Wow. A good account of himself in there.
Look at that. Beautiful fish. Nice and
He's
fat.
in nice shape, eh?
Gorgeous fish. They're all beautiful shape. They're just hot rainbows. There he goes. A great fight for that.
Excellent.
Yes.
He changes up to the size 14. He's immediately into a couple.
Yeah, he got a couple fish. Well, they're starting to move.
That's a good tip.
Nice.
Go smaller. Go smaller on the calmer water.
All righty.
And have your guide tell you when the fish is eating the fly.
No kidding. Deal.
You can see it sitting there. I was still looking at all the pod feeding. I was thinking, where's my fly in there? Oh, big fish. Oh, I got him.
Oh. Maybe a double header. Well, that's going to be a good one. Oh. There was a couple. Nope. He just spit it. He spit it. There was a little pod in there. Yeah, because the water's so boiling. Hey, it's really boily stuff in there. Come on.
Come off, Ike.
One more riser.
Oh, he came off. He pulled
Came
off.
off unbuttoned.
Came off in the big full.
He was a nice fish. Yeah, but that's the problem in that ripply stuff too, right? They're tough to see, and it's tough to hook them up too because they are
get him
boiling.
up there. It was a nice fish too. Come on. Nice to see the take like that.
Well, what do you think, Big D? Start heading down. We got big storm clouds to the north of us, and we're heading south into the sun. We got lots of fish up here. So what do you think? Head her down. Okay.
Hold on.
And there's some good pockets down there too, aren't there? Hang on.
Going on a spin.
Hold on. Okay, good. Well, let's head down. I'm gonna try a couple on here. This is nice. Oh, it's a nice fish. Nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, nice fish. Oh. Whoa.
He's really going, eh?
Yeah.
Oh. I got him off to the side. So.
Hopefully he's not going to put the other ones down.
No, well, he's got him way in. I got him by the shore now. It's so shallow here.
And now we wait for the bulldog.
He just takes all kinds of pressure. When I lose the fish, you put too much heat on him.
Hey, Dwayne, we're patient though. We're patient.
There he is. Pulling against the current. Little fatty.
Little fatty. Yeah, just in there feeding. We have the tail out here. Beauty. Oh, little fatty. Yeah, look how fat he is.
Yeah, it's nice to pick him off, eh, out of the little. Saw the little riser as we were drifting down the river. Yeah, he gave a good account of himself, eh? Numerous jumps.
Nice.
Nice. Good job. Thanks.
Yeah, there's
Mike.
quite a few down here.
It was. Guy gave himself away. Kaboom.
There's some little guys down I see further now, but we had some bigger ones right on that seam, right off that drop tail out.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they'll come back up. Because those are nice size to pick off in this beautiful shallow water. Oh, two more down there. Yeah, they're starting to come up again. Pick another one off. The bulldog's redeeming himself, Dwayne. I know he is.
I know he
love
is.
it. Well, that's it.
It's a good day.
Thanks for the day.
Couple days.
Awesome. You betcha.
That was a great time.
Yeah, even though we had to wait for the bulldog to turn it on, he came through.
You did.
Yeah, and what a great couple of days. You know, having those walleye, the rainbows all dry, doubleheader steady.
Lots of fun.
Oh, tons of fun.
Dad, it was fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of people to thank. You know, I want to thank Brendan Graffoni. He handled the camera boat all weekend. Nancy Pants came down, picked us up a couple times, your wife, which is really nice. And of course, the bulldog for coming out. He came through.
Was there ever any doubt?
Never any doubt. So make sure, give Dwayne a call if you want this adventure, Mountain Valley Sport Fishing. He'll get you into the odd fish, as we've shown you today or the past couple of days. When you do come here, though, take care, conserve our waters, and we'll see you next time. We take you sport fishing on the fly.